I go back to that 2008 Olympic gold medal redeem team. Man, that team was amazing. Obviously there was a bronze medal, I think, in 2004. But, you guys, it was basically, it was gold or failure, right? And so that whole process, for you guys, what was it like being a part of that team? I think about some of those team members that you had. You had Kobe Bryant, he was the team captain. I think you had LeBron, you had Melo, you had CP3, you had Jason Kidd, Dwight. I think you had Chris Bosh too, as well. So you're playing with some of the best guys that ever played this game. But take me back to some of those moments and just what made that team so special.
You know what, like you said, and as you mentioned, in 2004, we won bronze. And so at that moment for us, everybody wanted to play in the NBA, right? Everybody's goal is to make it to the NBA. We're the top. And so for us to be the best in basketball and to lose when it comes to the world, we felt a certain way about ourselves. And so once we got to 2008, it was no games to be played on that basketball field. We knew that the world was catching up when it comes to talent. We couldn't just show up anymore. We had to actually play as a team and win and not just be a bunch of individuals. And so to have leaders and captains like Jason Kidd was important. I think Jay Kidd was probably 34 at the time, but he was a starting point guard on our team because we needed that. We needed that leader. To have Kobe Bryant at the time, who was a little older than us, but still was in his prime. We needed his leadership. He's won 3 championships by this time. So, it was a lot of things that, and a lot of reasons why, for us, where we knew that we needed to do this. And this was not just for us, this was for the future of the Olympics. We lose 2 years in a row, it's over for us.
Yeah, that ain't good.
We can't lose. But the cool thing about it, Russ, was like, when you talk about no egos, no one on that team has egos. Do everybody want to play? Yeah. Do everybody want to be a part of the closing group and starting? Of course you will want to do that. But when it came to the goal, Coach K told us, listen, check your egos at the door. Bring what makes you here, but check your egos at the door. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be moments, D-Wade, hey, I know you're one of the top players in the NBA right now, but you're not starting. And it's not because you're not good enough. It's because that this unit is the unit that we're going to go with. And you're going to come in this unit and you got to do X, Y, and Z. So play your role. And that's what we all did. We all played our role. We all had a lot of success by doing it. We had so much fun, and we put U.S. basketball back on the map. And so I'm proud when I look at the guys in the Olympics and get a chance to play now, because I know what we went through to get that respect back for the USA.
Well, I think wearing that, that's the one thing in football. I don't get to wear that USA across my chest, like you guys. But that feeling, man, playing Olympics has got to be something special. But also playing with so many great players, and being around, some of the greatest players to ever play the game. But, think about a guy like Kobe. Obviously, we miss him, and his family is super close to ours, and just everything else. But I think, when you think about Kobe in 2008, in the middle of his career, right when the heat of everything he's doing and making all these buckets and plays and all that, what'd you learn from him? And then what was your favorite memory of him?
One of my favorite things about, I got so many, but one of my favorite things about that experience with Kobe is so I was coming off the bench, and Kobe came to me as he knew I was coming off the bench, and he said, hey, D, when you get in, because we're going to be playing together, he was like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick up the defender 94 feet. I'm going to harass him. I'm going to turn him. And once they get to half court, I've turned him enough. I want you to, because Kobe knew I was fast. He knew I was quick. And so he was like, I want you to shoot at him, you know what I mean? Like, to come and trap or to come and get a steal. But for me, I looked at that. I'm like, I'm the younger guy. I'm the least accomplished guy in this group. I should be the one that you say. He should have told me, D, you go pressure, and I'm going to do that. But his mindset wasn't that way. His mindset was, listen, all Kobe cared about was defense. When he knew that me and he was going to play together, he was like, I don't care about the offense. I just know that we're two dogs on the both ends. It's going to be number 10 and number 9 on each side of the floor, and defensively, we're going to be dogs. And so to be able to play with a guy who had everything offensively, who could have just demanded us to give him the ball every time down, was worried about defense in the Olympics. Come on, bro. What am I going to do? I'm going to follow suit and follow the leader. Amazing. And so that was one of my favorite things when he came to me and he said that. Like, I didn't care about starting them. All I cared about was my moments when I got a chance to get on that court with Kobe, because I knew what it was going to go down. You know what I mean? Like, it was special. And obviously playing with LeBron and a young Dwight Howard at that time, and, all these great players, man, and for all of us to be able to play our roles and give the team what they needed from night in and night out, man, it was special. It was one of the most special feelings that I was a part of when I stood up on that podium and I got a chance to, sit there and, listen to and just kind of look around and kind of see like where I'm at. A couple years ago, I was in the inner city of Chicago. Right now, I'm in China on the biggest stage in the world, winning the gold medal next to Kobe Bryant. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm 9, he 10, so imagine both putting our head down at the same time. Like, how did I get here? And it's just, man, just appreciating the journey, man. And it was special. So now that Kobe's not around anymore, man, and we don't got a chance, we don't get, all three of us don't get a chance to chop it up and talk about these moments. They become even more special because you know that those moments are not coming back anymore. But I have them, and I'm able to tell the stories, and it enriched my life so much.
Well, I think about that image of you guys, putting your head down, they're putting the gold medal on you guys, and as you mentioned, 9 and 10, and they're right next to each other, and just a feeling of that, but also too, the imagery that you just depicted of just Kobe Bryant saying, I'm on D, I'm gonna make him turn, I'm gonna make him do this, boom, and you split it and go play D. I mean, that to me, man, makes me, I love the intentionality of great ones. I love the intentionality and the focus and the tenacity of how people want to do, and people don't see that all the time. People don't get to know that. People get to see this great scorer and Kobe Bryant, obviously, but people don't know that he loved defense just as much, and if not more, even at times. And so, it's amazing to think about, and just it's a special moment, obviously, for you guys to be able to win, gold medal, and to be able to be next to each other, and number 9, number 10, to be able to rock the jersey and everything else. So, those are definitely amazing memories.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.